So, the mind. What is mind? Mind and functionality. I think one of the most impediments to human growth and development comes when we do not know what mind is, and also when we do not realize that it's there, because mind can be so not aware of itself to such a degree that it forgets itself and its functionality, right? So when we start with mind, like I have always said, mind is I amness, it is awareness of the fact that you exist. That awareness in itself is powerful, because I personally have found that we can add context to existence, to your existence. You can add context to that. And it is a commonality where I think everyone has gone through it. We go through these existential crises, and in that gap, I would say, we find ourselves not aware of what we are at that very moment, and that oblivion or that gap, you find that we have no direction, we have no purpose, and that's when all these mixed up feelings come in. But when we realize who we are, we also realize that we have a choice to add, we have a context to add to that. We can add something to who we are. We cannot just live life, but we can add context to our lives, deliberate context at that. And so mind is our awareness, it is realization. So me, as Joshua, what do I choose to be this very moment, regardless of what society has forced me into becoming, regardless of what life has forced me into becoming? What can I choose to be this very moment? For one, I can choose to film this video to encourage and to help people learn and understand who they are. That's a choice, right? Now, these choices, when they become more frequent, when they become more deliberate, when they become more and more conscious of what you are doing or of what they are doing, you find that you start to live life deliberately and not by chance. And that is the shaping of destiny. And that is where we awaken and realize, wait a minute, I can be. You see, I can be. I do not have to just live life, wake up and do whatever I'm forced to, but I really can be. And that is the very crux of this I am message. It is that realization that we do not really have to live life and just drag ourselves through it, but we can really be. So mind, we will start with what it is. The I amness can attach to itself whatever it is it desires, right? So that is what I have come to call as assimilation, you see. Alright, so I desire to be something, and slowly but sure I begin to become that thing. Alright, now this thing can be through practice, it can be through maybe reading, or it can be whatever venture you would like to become, that which you want to become. But you must realize that this I amness is very, very malleable, and once you begin to shape yourself into that which you want to be, mind begins to get out of that sleep kind of phase. You're not asleep anymore, you're awake, because you realize, okay, if I can become this, that means I can become that, and that version of me is very much possible. All right, but that is only possible through assimilation, and assimilation begins to become it's you, or mind begin to become the very thing it contemplates. All right, if you desire something, first you desire it, then you make an effort to become it. Before you know it, you become the very thing that you desire, and that is the assimilation that your mind is capable of. And that's what I want to talk about today.